longevity, how to live, how to live long, different aspects of it. So today I'm going to do that. But before that, let's do a little singing. Normally I do some bowls, right? In the beginning for a few minutes. Instead of that, anyone who wants to sing can sing. So we'll start with Jingle Bells being a Christmas theme. And it is not religious. It's a social thing. You know, bells. It's nothing to do with church or anything. So we'll do that, and after that we'll do the song Mangale. Mera Mangale, Tera Mangale. Happy. Let's all be happy. So first, I'll have to share my screen. We'll put up the words of Jingle Bells, and those who want to sing, sing. Everybody should sing because it's good for you. Don't worry about what your neighbors think. If your voice is bad, don't worry. We are not going to compete with Lata Mangeshkar. We're just going to sing for ourselves. And everyone can hear on, so we don't know who's singing, but everyone sing. Is good for your voice, good for your nose, good for your circulation. The more you sing, the more your lungs get exercise. So sing loud and be happy. You'll start the day or you'll end the day well, okay? Sing for yourself, don't sing for me. Okay, let me share the screen. 1 second. I want to hear your voices. Okay, we'll do Jingle Bells. Everyone ready? Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. One more time, everybody. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Okay, the next, I'll put up the words for Mangale, okay? Tera Mangale, Mera Mangale. Once. First line, second line, third line. We'll do this 3 times, okay? The first line, the second line, third line, then we'll repeat all 3 lines. The second time and third time. So let's start. Mera Mangale, Mera Mangale, Mera Mangale Hoye. Tera Mangale, Tera Mangale, Tera Mangale Hoye. Sabika Mangale, Sabika Mangale, Sabika Mangale Hoye. One more time. Mera Mangale, Mera Mangale, Mera Mangale Hoye. Tera Mangale, Tera Mangale, Tera Mangale Hoye. Sabika Mangale, Sabika Mangale, Sabika Mangale Hoye. Last time. That's very good. Everyone's participating. Mera Mangale, Mera Mangale, Mera Mangale Hoye. Tera Mangale, Tera Mangale, Tera Mangale Hoye. Sabika Mangale, Sabika Mangale, Sabika Mangale Hoye. Very good, very good. When we tell ourselves to be happy, we give other people happiness, give the whole world happiness, everyone becomes happy and peaceful. Okay, I got another thing I want to share with you. It's a little bit about health, and then we'll do about 10 minutes. It's not going to be very long. 10 minutes sound healing. Okay? One second. Let me share my screen. Topic. One second. Let me remove this thing here. So I got a lot of slides. I have a lot of slides. I won't go through all of them, but just a few. We have talked about some of this, how to reverse age and all these other things. But recently, there's one doctor here in America, Grieger is his name. He decided to do some study, and he studied 20,000 case studies. These are reports done by different specialists, different researchers, and each report was not just on one person. Did you do this and like talking to one person? They talked to 20 or 30 people. They gave one group a certain type of food. They gave the other group a different food, and they gave the third group, a control group, another type, and they gave all three types. So in each group, there must have been 50 to 100 people. So it's a very, very detailed study. Each one of these, 20,000 different people, not only in America, in Europe, Australia, all over the world. Some studies are from India. They studied lots and lots and lots of people. And then he summarized all those reports and he printed a book this thick. This is this is only a small summary of that book. The bottom line, I'll start with the bottom line. The bottom line is eat more plant based foods, more veggies, more vegetables, okay? Like, and more grains. So do the pumpkin, carrots, these type of things, all leafy vegetables, salads. Eat more salads and vegetables. Eat more grains, rice, wheat, and things like that. Don't drink any liquor. Drink the biggest liquid you should have is plain water. Coffee is good, but black coffee, no milk, no sugar. That is the bottom line. The things to avoid, we'll go through that in detail, but thing to avoid is number one, sugar. Any sugar is bad. Whether you eat it in your tea, your coffee, as sweets, as the pedas, and no sweets. Once in a while, maybe, Diwali or Mubarak or something like that, fine. But on a daily basis, cut out sugar because that is the worst poison for the body. Like it's worse than liquor and it's worse than smoking. So cut out sugar and and two other things. Eat less. We eat too much in the world. Now, in India too, the richer, the upper middle class, we are eating too much food in India. Here in America, everybody, except maybe very, very, very poor people. There are some poor people here in America too. But most Americans, most Europeans, most Australians, almost all over the world, we eat too much. So cut down the food and do some exercise. So the bottom line of his book is nobody dies of old age. We don't die because we are old. We die because we got cancer, we got heart problems, we got diabetes, we got something else that has caused the sickness. That is, so what do we do? Just avoid these sicknesses. How do we avoid them? That's what we talked about earlier. But there are some places that are what is called the blue zones. You see the first line there, blue zones. There are about 5 or 6 what they call blue zones in the world where people live to 100 years old and they are healthy. It's not enough to live it to 100 and be in the hospital with a lot of tubes in the eyes and nose and injections and things like that. That is not living. These people who live to about 100 or more in these blue zones, they're healthy, they're active. So what is their lifestyle? So people decided to study. We'll talk about where these blue zones are in a minute. But people decided, some research decided to go to all of these blue zones and find out what is making them live so long. Why are they living so long? So we'll talk about that in a minute. And let's look at the next slide here. Okay, these people, They ate whole foods based plant, whole foods plant based, WFPB, whole foods plant based. So basically, plants, vegetables, carrots, cucumbers, veggies, fruits, and whole grains, rice, chanas, legumes. This should be the biggest protein. Legumes, dal, lentils, hummus, uh, moong, this type of thing. Seeds, nuts, walnuts, even peanuts, all kinds of. What to avoid? Processed foods. Anything that's ready in a package, try to avoid it if you can. If you have to eat it, fine. If it is in a package, if it is in a box, if it is wrapped up in silver paper, probably it's not good because they put oil in it to preserve it. They put some other preservatives. So avoid all type of processed foods, avoid oils, any kind of oils. Maybe ghee is okay, but any other kinds of processed oils, dalda, all these things, try to avoid them. Fried foods, avoid it altogether if you can. Avoid snacks, anything, chocolates, ready-made. If it's black chocolate, dark, bitter, that's good. But if it's sweet chocolate, it's not good. Sugar products. Small amounts of eggs are fine. Poultry is good. Seafood is good. Meat is good. Dairy is good. But small amounts, maybe a little every day or maybe 1 or 2 days of the week. That is what these people in these blue zones were eating. Okay? Across the world, not only in America, 30% of the people are overweight, 42% obese. And obese means you're so fat, they're constantly sick. They're having all kinds of other problems, even children. And because of that, they get diabetes. And once you get diabetes, all other problems come up, like cancer, dementia, Alzheimer's. So we should try to eat less. Okay? Let's look at the next slide. There's a thing called autophagy. Some of you may have heard this word. We clean our bodies. We have a bath every day. We clean our houses, right? We sweep, mop, we vacuum, we clean our houses. We have to clean our inside body. Nature has provided us with a process to clean the body, and that is called autophagy. It's cleaning the inside of the body. How does this happen? It happens if we give our body some rest. We have thousands and thousands of cells. The skin has cells, the brain has cells, the eyes have cells, the lung has small millions of cells. We get new cells every day, and the old cells die. Now, when we are young, the body can remove those cells and it goes off. When you go to the bathroom, when we sweat, those old cells go away. But when we become older, those old cells stay in the body. The body does not know how to get rid of them. They just stay there, and then they are absorbing all the nutrition, and that's how we get all kinds of inflammation. The doctors say you got inflammation. The inflammation causes cancer, causes diabetes, causes Alzheimer's, all these other problems. So how do we get rid of these cells? The way to get rid of these cells, two things. Eat less. Okay, let's look at the next page. How to get rid of themselves? Either fast, that means eat less, or go fast, exercise. So either fast, every religion in the world, they have some fasting procedures. Why is that? Because they knew that by fasting, the body now feels like it's got to take care of itself, and it gets rid of all the bad stuff. All the old stuff gets rid of it. But if you're eating all the time, it does not get a chance to get rid. It just accumulates, and we become fatter and heavier, and we get sick. So this thing, autophagy, that I talked about, it's a Greek word. It's called self-eating. What happens? We have cells, they multiply, they're constantly creating new cells. And autophagy happens when we are hungry. When we are hungry, then it just takes the cells that are around, swallows them, eats them up, and gets rid of them. So autophagy is a process that happens only if we fast. Intermittent fasting is the best. If we have, instead of 3 meals, if we have just 2 meals, any 2 meals, and we fast. So for 8 hours we are eating, and the remaining 12 hours we are fasting. That's 24, 8 plus 12, and another 6 hours. That's 24 hours. If we eat a breakfast and lunch and avoid dinner, or just have late lunch and dinner for 8 hours, we eat, and the remaining 16 hours we fast. 8 of them is sleeping, 10 hours we are working. If we fast, automatically we are going to intermittent fasting and we are becoming healthy. You remember some years ago, all this during the independence time, some leaders, Gandhi and all, would go fasting, and people would be worried about them. Oh, they're fasting, what will happen? Actually, they're getting good health, because by fasting, they're getting rid of excess food. So here in the world today, or in America and India too, only in the last 200 years we have had so much food. Before that, people would get food one week, they'd get food next week. They don't know what food they'll have. They'll be hungry. One day they'll eat, next day they're hungry. They'll not have food all the time. Today, we got food round the clock. We got fridges, we got kitchens, we got pantries. We walk out, there are restaurants, there's food, 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 food. So we're eating too much food. And then we go to the doctors. Doctors don't know what to do. They'll give you some medicine, it causes some other problems. If you look at this last year, last line here, in America, they came up with some kind of a medicine for Alzheimer's. Lots of people, 60, 70 years old, they have Alzheimer's. They don't know what they're doing. They lost their memory. They have Alzheimer's. They came up with a medicine. It costs $60,000 a year. It does very little benefit and causes more problems. So most of these medicines, especially for older people, they don't serve very much, but they cause more problems. So the best thing to do is eat less. So once again, just a summary here: eat more beans, eat vegetables, rava, soji. These are good things to eat. Black coffee, no sugar, no milk is good. 2 or 3 cups a day. 1 cup is still good. Exercise. Don't sit down in the house and watch TV. Walk out of the house. Walk for 60 minutes. If you're walking less than 60, you're not getting benefits. 60 minutes walking or 30 minutes running. Do lots of exercise. Our ancestors, like our parents, grandparents, they're working all the time. They're in the kitchen, they're walking up, they're going to the grocery store, they're cutting wood for the stove. They didn't have gas and electricity. They're working, working, working. So they get automatic exercise. We don't have any exercise today. In modern India, we just, or America, in the world, open the fridge, eat, 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 sit down and watch TV. So get out of the house, walk for 60 minutes, eat less, you'll be healthy. Let's see if I got. Okay, this is the final slide. Living long does not depend. We sometimes say, oh, my father died when he was 30 years old, I might die. It has nothing to do with genes. It has nothing to do with what your parents were. It depends on you. You can live long. And if you started doing these things, exercise, eating good food at the 20 is fine, but you can start even today. If you're 60, you can still start. Okay? You do these things, it helps not only your health, it helps the bones, it helps minimize hair loss, it helps go to the bathrooms and things like that. So eat less, eat plant-based food, drink water, and don't forget, it's not what you eat, it's whom you meet. Meet people, go out, socialize, join people, sing. That's a good thing. Okay. So that's the end of this thing, and meditate. Okay. So let me end this slide here and let's do some sound healing. Okay, we'll do that 5-10 minutes, our usual sound healing, and then we'll stop the session. Okay, so if you want to sit back, close your eyes, and feel these sound waves going through your body and feel happiness in your body. Be prepared for the next year. This year has been good for a lot of us. For some people, maybe not so good. But let's be relax. Take a slow breath inside. Inhale about count of 5 or 6. Exhale for a count of 6 or 7. Your exhale, out breath should be longer than your in breath. Okay, let's start. All our cells have harmony, have their own vibration. If any cells or organ is out of harmony, not the right vibration, it'll pick up these vibrations from here and bring it into balance. So just feel these vibrations coming through the body and bringing balance. Okay, so let's come back to the room. We want to move your fingers, move your body, and we'll bring this session to a close. And thank you for participating. And I hope you have a good end of the year. Hope you start your year well. Remember, if you eat less, you'll be more healthy. If you're young, you're 6 years old, 10 years old, you can eat all you want. If you're 60 plus, you all have to eat less. I have 2 meals a day. That's it. No snacks, no sugar, no candy, nothing. And I feel very healthy. Try it. It'll be difficult in the beginning. You'll think, oh my God, I'm going to die. I've missed my breakfast. After 1 week, you'll enjoy your life better. So eat less, eat more vegetables. Eggs are fine, meat is fine, all, but eat less of that. More vegetables. Thank you. Be happy. Sing a song.
Thank you very
Okay.
much, Lawrence.
Thank you.
Everybody, just a note of caution. Anybody who wants to try intermittent fasting, maybe just talk to your doctor. You may have certain conditions that may not allow you to. It's something that all of us, at least I do, I've been doing for the last 6 years and loving it. But you need a doctor's validation that it can be done. There may be reasons why you cannot. I think most of us can. Having said that,
Yes.
thank you very much, Lawrence, and thank you, everybody. Wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you all in the new year. Thank you.
What?
Happy New
Wonderful.
Year to everyone.
Bye
Christmas.
bye.
Yes.
Bye.